guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we don't have any recap, any chess board on the screen. It's only me, and I'm sorry if you are disappointed because today is not going to be like a proper chess video. Today is going to be a questions and answers video. I've collected many questions that people often make to me, and I'd like to reply them because many of them are so interesting. So the first question that people usually ask me, and if it's actually the most repetitive, is when did I start to play chess? Well, I started to play chess when I was five, about to turn 6. That's when I started competitive chess, but my parents says that I learned how to play at the age of 4, like the whole rules and how to move all the pieces, like everything I learned at the age of 4. But when I was 5, about to turn 6, I started to compete. Actually, my first competition, like in my life, was a youth Pan American in Colombia. And yeah, that's how I started to play chess. The second question that is also very common is not related to chess at all, and it is how old I am. I don't know why people is so interested. Well, if you go to FIDE, which is the International Chess Federation website, and you type my name, it's so easy to get the answer, but I am 23. I'm going to turn 24 in October 17. I'm a Libra too. So that's the answer to my age and my zodiac sign. The next question that is really common is about my chess title, and people usually ask, sometimes they are kind when they ask because it's just curiosity, but sometimes they ask it in a rude way, but I'm gonna reply in general, which is like, why, like how did I get and why do I have a female title? So in chess, there are many titles that you can achieve as you get determined rating goals. In chess, we have female and absolute, like open titles. So of course, the female titles are only accessible for girls, but the other titles are accessible for all people, girls and boys. So female titles has been created because we are a minority in the chess world. And yeah, I can see it, like every Saturday, for example, I go to play the league in my city, in my village, and I'm the only girl. Like we are in first division, which is almost the top division, and I've played in 4 Saturdays, and in the 4 Saturdays between the 16 players that are there, I was the only girl. So I think that the female titles has been made because of that. I think they are good motivation for girls to get into chess, and for me to get my title, like I've said this in previous interviews and things like that, but I wasn't trying to get it. It just happened because I crossed the 2000 feet rating. Actually, for me, the title just represents all the sacrifice that I've made throughout my life for chess. Like I've never done like chess full time, but I've done school, university, and work full time while I was competing in a very high level in chess since I was a little girl. So for me, to get to 2000 ELO, it wasn't. I never thought that I could get to that level because chess was just a small part of my life, and my life was a normal life like any other person is. Like I used to do other sports. Actually, I did gymnastics for a very long time. There's another question about my flexibility, but that's because I've done gymnastics, artistic gymnastics, and a part of chess, I used to do languages. I learned how to speak English when I was in school, but I used to like that. I was very, very, very nerdy in school, like, but I think it wasn't because of the fact of being a nerd. It was because I was so perfectionist, so I couldn't handle to see 19, like in my school in Peru, the grades were over 20, and anytime that I've got a 19, I was like freaking out. because of always it was for like minor mistakes or things that I missed because I was always running, because I went to do it fast because it was easy. And yeah, this is another story, but the main question was about my chess title, and that's how I got it, and that's my position about female titles. I don't want to create any polemic or whatever in comments. I think that we're just here to respect everybody's opinions, and I hope you do the same to me. So, next question is, what's my goal in chess and which tournament or tournaments do I look for winning someday? The second question about the tournaments is very complex to answer because I think it's so general. Anytime you sign for a tournament, for example, when I signed to open tournaments or international ones with no rating limit, of course I know that I'm not gonna win them. Most of the time my goal is just to get more rating, or yeah, most of the time is to get more rating to maybe end up in a higher position in the ranking to the one I started in according to my rating. And about my goals in chess in general, right now, as you can see in the hashtags in my videos, I've put road to WFM, but actually it's road to 2100, which is the next hundreds that I've never crossed. My peak has been 2013, 14, I don't exactly remember. But yeah, that'd be my next goal. In general, I think, and it's not because I'm not ambitious, I'm really ambitious, and I think that's a good feature, but in chess, I think that I've started already with many side activities related to chess as content creation, which makes me travel a lot. I have my own chess academy, which already has a website, and I invite you all to check it on. I'm gonna link it on my description. I've been coaching for a very long time while I've been also working on my career as a communicator for a very long time. I don't know if you know this, but I started my degree in 2019. I graduated in audiovisual communications. Apart from that, I studied 1 year in Ireland, where my studies were film studies, and my final degree project was a short film. So I've also been so much into the movies and TV shows industry, but working of course behind the camera. And yeah, this is what I can tell about why my goal in chess is not to say like maybe to be FM, like absolute FM, or to be WGM or something like that. If that happens, that's going to be amazing. Maybe someday when I win the lottery, I can just dedicate my life to chess without working. But I really love my work. I love what I'm doing now. It requires a lot of effort, but I think that everything that's worth it in life requires effort. So yeah, this is my answer about my chess goals. Another question that I get very often, and it's like maybe once a week, is that when is my next tournament? Well, my next tournament starts tomorrow and is the Sligo chess tournament that I'm going to be playing in Ireland. So I invite you all to follow me. I'm gonna link everything you need to know in description, but essentially on Instagram you will be able to see my updates about the tournament and the links to the streams. But on Twitch you will be able to see the streams. I'm going to also broadcast the streams on YouTube, if you rather YouTube than Twitch, but well, both websites are going to be broadcasting. And of course on Instagram you can get way more details about my trip to Ireland, which I'm so excited. It's tomorrow. I haven't packed yet, but let's take it easy and let's hope that everything is gonna get on time for me. Bueno, otra pregunta que tengo. Another question that I genuinely liked is that what chess has given me related to something emotional, psychological, mental, etc. So I think this is something I can really relate on, because when I stopped playing chess at the age of 11, till I was like 16. I came back to chess at 16 because I was struggling with many issues as a teenager. And chess was literally my escape. Like, I used to literally spend hours and hours playing, watching, commentating, tournaments, and etc. I just fell in love with the sports again. I decided to go back to take classes, and I became national champion 2 years after in the under 18 category, which is pretty hard. So yeah, I think that chess just gives you, or well, not gives you, but it has the sensation that you can actually control everything because everything is in your hands. You'll see a small cut because I got a call. But well, we were talking about this mental and how did chess help me. So yeah, I think chess is just great, but I think any sport is. Like when I used to do gymnastics, it used to be also therapeutic, and yeah, I recommend sports in general. Actually, I'm a big fan. Like my top three of things in the world are sports, music, and movies in that order. So I really love sports. Like when the Olympics are going on, I'm crazy about them. So yeah. Next question is there any opening that when somebody plays it to you, you feel like, oh yeah, I already won? Yes, there are many that I feel really comfortable playing against. For example, if somebody plays me something like the Modern or Park, I never feel like I'm already winning because I'm not this kind of player, but I feel comfortable. Like these are openings that I feel comfortable playing against. Another one could be like any secondary line when white plays e4 and they just play random development, not any like real Lopez or Italian or whatsoever. And yeah, this would be this question. There is another one also related to chess and openings, which is there any opening that you have like special feelings about it? And of course, is the Philidor. Like the Philidor is like now it's fun and it's something that I now don't play in official, but it used to be my comfort zone defense for a long time because when I came back to chess, nobody knew or nobody remembered who I was. You have to also think that when I quit, I was a kid, and when I was a kid, like it wasn't digital at all. Like I used to play in like normal boards. My games were never uploaded to that database, so nobody knew who I was, or they knew who I was, but not they didn't know like what I was playing. And yeah, the fielder was really good in that. Then there's another question. What's your opinion about the dress code in tournaments? Do they should allow to wear jeans? I don't have any thoughts about the dress code. As long as the dress code always respects clothing that people feel that they need to wear that because of, I don't know, religion most of the time, or culture or whatsoever. I think the dress code should always keep that aware. If the dress code asks you to be elegant, well, you need to get to the dress code. There was like this big issue about Magnus Carlsen. Of course, I think it makes no sense, but if you sign for a tournament and there is a dress code, well, when you sign for the tournament or you register, you are accepting the conditions, so there is no discussions. Then somebody asked me about, well, many people about my experience and how it was to work for Play Magnus. I think this person asked me this because in some interviews they said I worked for Play Magnus, which is true, but I worked for Choice24, which is like another company that Play Magnus used to have, and I started as producer. I used to be in management of the streamings of various streamers or tournaments or commentators, and after I got promoted to be head in content in Spanish. So I used to manage all the social media, all the newsletters, content for tournaments, used to be very creative, and yeah, a very fluent, pleasant job. I really had a good time working there. I traveled a lot. I met a lot of important people that I thought I would have never met in other scenarios. For example, I met Magnus Carlsen in person, like literally, he was like next to, and I really enjoyed that. I think that I would have enjoyed it even more if I wouldn't have been in college at the same time, because I got that job when I was in second year in college and I was doing full time. Like I was actually doing more subjects than usual. Apart from that, I also got a very nice job, also full time in Chess 24. So both things weren't negotiable. I couldn't quit college and I couldn't say no to Chess 24. So yeah, guys, this is the story with Chess 24 / Play Magnus. The next question is, if am I single? This is maybe like by far the most repetitive question in my life. It is not only between my circle of friends or family or only DMs. It's like general, like in the school where I teach, even my students like all the time, like frequently ask me about that. And I don't know, like, why do you care? But yeah, I'm single. I don't have any issues about being single for a long time, and that's all what I can say. Another question is a very good one that my friend sent to me, and is like, apart from chess, is there any other passion I have? I think that my biggest passion apart from chess has been artistic gymnastics. Like, that has been the sport that I've enjoyed the most. I'm still following everything, like the league, the college leagues in artistic gymnastics, the Olympics, the top female gymnasts. I don't follow that much the male, but like Simone Biles, Gabby Douglas, Ali Raisman, all of them were like my idols when I was practicing as a kid. All of them are from the US, but I don't know, I just became a huge fan of the American team in gymnastics because of the 2016 Rio Olympics, where all the Simone Biles drama happened behind the burnout that she had in the middle of the Olympics. So yeah, guys, gymnastics is one of my biggest passions. Music is the other one. Movies is the other one. Sports in general, as I said. And well, this is gonna sound so like cute and nah, but my grandmother is my biggest passion in life as well. Well, and next question, I can literally connect it with my previous answer. Life or that person that inspired you to be best? Definitely my grandmother. Everything I do, or all the times that I wanted to quit anything in my life, I just say to myself, like, would your grandmother be happy with this, or wouldn't she be happy? She's never put any kind of pressure over me. Like, she's never said like, Adriana, you have to do something, you have to work more on this. Well, I think of course because it wasn't necessary, but I don't know, she's just what makes me be the person I think I am. She's taught me the most important lessons that somebody can get in life, and I think that's education, manners. She's a very religious person, which is something I admire a lot, because I think that gives her peace, and peace is something that is not very common or nowadays. So yeah, is my grandmother, and actually she's like my best friend. She's like not only grandmother, she's made a mother role most of my life. I don't know if she's gonna see this. I don't know if she's going to understand, but if this get to her ears, I love you, grandma. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in comments if you have more questions for me. If you have 20 questions, that's amazing, because I want to make a part 2 of this video, but I really hope you have enjoyed it. I be flying to Ireland in less than 12 hours. Wish me luck, and I'll see you very soon with the recaps. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.